Live and General Hospital SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you. Week on SoapNet, it's Port Charles. A desperate act.
You administered a drug without my permission. You may have just put that girl's sanity at risk.
Can Kevin save her?
No!
Don't miss Port Charles. It's coming up next, right here on SoapNet. Wanna go?
Jamal,
Hey, I'm right here.
I can't stop shivering.
Yeah, is that any better?
Little. Frank was right. God, I'm just gonna slow you down.
Don't worry about that, all right?
Why is it so cold in here, even with the fire going?
Look out the window of the log, all right?
No, don't go.
All right. I'm not going anywhere. Right here.
All right. We have a jackknife truck ahead. No one's hurt. But we're gonna have to wait here until they move it.
Oh, great. That's great.
Is there another way up the mountain?
Not by car.
Well, I forgot my cape so we can't fly. Did you bring hiking boots?
Yeah, I just happen to take them with me everywhere I go.
Good. Because those shoes are not very useful.
Why is everybody commenting on my shoes lately?
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. You seem very anxious.
Are you telling me to be calm? Because I really hate it when people tell me to be calm.
I'm telling you that I would love to worry right along with you if I knew what we were worrying about.
How long does it take to unjackknife a truck?
You're not going to tell me where we're going.
We're going nowhere. Fast.
Come on, you can trust me. I'm practically your hostage.
Hey, I did not ask you to get in this car with me.
I know that. I'm a volunteer hostage. But I would love to know what I volunteered for.
All right, fine. Maybe you can help. Jamal called. Allison is in trouble.
What kind of trouble?
He didn't say exactly.
Why didn't he call 911?
Well, probably because he was afraid that the paramedics would bring the police along with him.
Oh, boy. Being a fugitive comes with all kinds of
You
complications.
know what? If you have a problem with this, you can just get the hell out of the car.
We're talking about someone who's wanted for kidnapping.
Jamal assured me he did not kidnap Allison.
Ah, very good. Was that before or after he ran out on that bail that you posted for him?
He didn't run very far.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? That I have your approval?
I didn't know you were asking for it.
No, I don't want it. I just wouldn't want you violating any of your sacred moral codes.
Sacred moral codes. I landed on the wrong side of the law more times than you can imagine.
Okay, fine. Then tell Mrs. Barrington I have an idea on how to find her granddaughter. Oh, I have my sources. No, I need to tell her myself. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Bye. Hey. What are you doing here? I thought you were with Nate. Huh? Joe?
Courtney?
Well, come on in and make yourself at home.
Has Frank come home yet?
No, sweetie. Why would your dad be here, huh? Hey, what happened, huh? What did you do?
Skateboard accident. He just scraped his knee, that's all.
Why didn't you call me?
I tried. Several times. Your line was busy.
'Cause you're always on the stupid phone.
Neil, that's not true.
I was in the hospital and you didn't even know. 'Cause you're too busy to even care.
My head.
Does it hurt?
Yeah. I think it's from trying to remember so hard what happened with Cedric when he died.
No, but don't try so hard. All right.
What is the matter with me?
The mind's a funny thing, you know? Sometimes it just doesn't want to remember.
But I have all of these crazy images, you know, flashing in and out of my head. And I feel like my brain is caught in this, like, bizarre disco. Only without the village people.
See, now that's scary.
Yeah. But it's not as scary as seeing Cedric every time I close my eyes. You know, his face, it's so clear. And it's right there in front of me. And then all of a sudden it just disappears. And it's all a blank.
You just leave it blank. Okay?
But if I could just get past seeing him, seeing his face, then I could remember all of the other stuff, you know? Like how you were fighting with him and how he fell down the stairs.
But you know what you need to be doing is just trying to forget about that whole night.
No, but I have all of these bits of memory that are just surfacing all on their own, you know? I think I was holding something. And I think it was a phone.
You know, for anything like the woman I know, and you got a phone growing out of your ear right here. You know, it probably had nothing to even do with that night.
No, it did. It was from that night.
Yeah? And how do you know?
It was my head. When I see it, it like pounds. And I feel like it's just gonna burst.
That's what I'm talking about. You know? You're gonna get yourself sick over this.
Why can't I just remember it happening the way that you said?
Look, you heard what the doctor told you. You know, it's gonna take some time.
No, but we don't have time, Jamal. The cops, they could come through the door like any minute.
Just, show me how to play this thing. Sit down.
No, this thing is broken. It's just like me. Look, maybe you can tell me what happened from that night.
You know, all that's gonna do is just make you feel worse than you already do.
I don't care. I need for you to tell me. I need to remember what happened.
Oh, God. What are they using up there? A toy tow truck?
So even someone as headstrong as you can't make
What do
these
you mean
cars-
by that, headstrong?
I meant as a compliment. I was,
No, you didn't. You mean I'm stubborn and pig-headed?
Yes. And persistent and determined. These are all admirable traits, and I think we may share some of them.
Oh, I guess that's supposed to be a compliment, then.
It worked out pretty well today. We saved 2 lives.
A pregnant girl should know to go see a doctor. I don't care how afraid she is or how alone. There is no excuse.
I think we got through to Beth loud and clear.
It didn't have to happen.
You can't tell a girl like that what to
I'm
do.
not talking about that. There was a time and a place where I could have stopped it from happening.
Exactly is this horrible crime that I'm supposed to be responsible for, huh?
Well, Courtney, if you weren't so busy chasing the pot at the end of the rainbow, you might have noticed if Neil's having a tough time with Frank's leaving.
Yeah, that's right. Frank left. Frank walked out on this family, not me.
For God's sake, Courtney, can we just keep this about Neil? He obviously thought if he was hurt, it would bring you two together. That's why he came to the ER for me to treat him.
You treated him.
Yes, I treated him. Oh, come on, I wore gloves. I always do, Courtney.
I'm just trying to protect Neil.
So who the hell's gonna protect him from you, huh?
This isn't about any pregnant girl, is it? This is about you.
I was very young and alone and afraid. But that's no excuse. He was my responsibility.
You lost a child.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to dream about being a mom someday. And I was going to be a really good mom, unlike mine. I wanted someone to love, and someone who would love me back.
Everybody wants that.
Yeah, but not everybody's so desperate for it that they end up doing things. At first, I was in denial about being pregnant. I was in denial about a lot of things back then. I was living hand to mouth. I had nowhere to go. I had no one to go with. But after a couple months, I had to deal with the fact that I was really pregnant. And some days it was like this burden, this horrible thing. And other days, it was this miracle. But no matter how I felt about being pregnant, I had a responsibility to that child inside me. He needed me. I let him down. I failed him, you know, but I still dream about having kids someday. But no matter how many kids I have, they won't be my firstborn. My firstborn died. Oh, God, you'd think I'd get over it by now.
Eve, I don't mean to...
You know what? Please, it's okay. I don't need your sympathy. You don't need to tell me that it's not my fault. Or that, you know, I should leave the past in the past.
I wouldn't do that. Losing someone is hell. And yes, people say get over it, that time heals all wounds. But it doesn't. Some things stay with you every minute of every day. But if somehow you can keep the pain alive, you can keep that person alive, and you can keep them with you. And then you can pray to God that one day you'll have a chance to stop someone else from making the same mistake. Like you did today. You saved Beth and you saved that child.
Yeah. You're right. And the whole time I was looking at Beth, I was really seeing me. Thinking about what I could have done, what I should have done.
You don't think people start out wanting to make the wrong choice, do you? She don't. My sister, Grania, she was the baby of the family. Very kind, beautiful. Smart, very smart. Too smart for her own good, maybe. And she had everything going for her, everything to live for. But being 17, pregnant, and alone's not the best combination. Where I come from. So she made a choice. She had an abortion. An illegal abortion. And the man who did it, who had the nerve to call himself a doctor, he botched it, and she died. She bled to death in my brother's arms while I was off learning how to heal the sick. Oh, and I swear, I see her stubborn face on every young woman that asks my advice. Everyone. Everyone.
So, this is why you want to save the whole world.
Oh.
Because you couldn't save your sister. Sort of a penance.
I don't know about that. Call it what you will.
Does it work?
Sometimes, in the middle of the night when you're caught between this world and that, you find a little peace. But for the rest of the time, I find my inspiration in the pain.
Ian,
It's all right. It's all right. We're both a little tired from the day, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the road's clear. Time for us to move on.
Ever since I've known you, you never know when to quit.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna start now, especially with your life at stake.
Look, don't worry about me.
Look, I'm worried about the both of us, okay? Please.
I came to the warehouse, all right?
Why?
To look for you. I heard you were late for your shift.
How did you know to look for me at the warehouse? I don't understand.
I don't know, it was a feeling I had. So,
That's the funny thing about us.
yeah.
Okay, so what next?
You know, I went in there, and when I got inside, I don't know, I knew something was up, because I guess because it was so quiet, you know, it was too quiet. So I called out Cedric's name, and I don't know, I heard some yelling upstairs. You know, it sounded like a woman's voice, but
But you didn't know it was me?
no, I wasn't sure. Then I heard some screaming, and then that's when I ran upstairs, and I found you and Cedric.
And we were fighting?
Yeah, something like that.
Look, Jamal, you've got to tell me.
All right, you were trying to get away from him, but
But what?
I don't know, he was slamming on you pretty hard, you know?
And that's where I got all these cuts and bruises from?
Yeah, and anyway, I yelled for him to stop and everything, and you know, but that fool ignored me, so
So
you know.
what? Keep going.
Look, do you want to hear this again?
Yes, every word.
All right, so I go over there and I pull Cedric off you. I get between you guys, and as soon as I get you away from him, he comes after me, you know? And so somehow we end up, you know, by the staircase and everything, and you know, he hits me a couple of times, and then when I hit him, he just, you know, falls down the stairs.
So you saved my life.
No, I'm no hero. You saved yourself.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah. I guess I just did what I had to.
Yeah, if I ever get in a jam again, I want you the one watching my back. You know?
Just like you watched mine.
Yeah, that's right, baby. I took care of everything for you. Everything.
Change now. I am the one thing, I am the only thing that he can count on.
Yeah, I know. That's you. Mother of the Year.
Joe, wait. Hey, where are you going?
Spend the night at Joe's.
Honey, don't you think you should stay here with me?
I want to go with Joe.
Okay, yeah, fine, go ahead.
Great.
Hey, Neil. Come on, where's my goodnight kiss? Hey.
You did this to yourself, Courtney.
Hey, Allison, are you okay? Allison, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. Where's Jamal?
Doesn't look like it's here.
He said he wouldn't leave me. He promised he wouldn't leave me.
okay. Let's look for Jamal later, okay? Right now, I'm worried about you.
He left because I am so screwed up.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
On the next Port Charles.
We are not leaving without Jamal.
What if he's left you? Come on, look at me like a big brother. No matter how bad things are now, they're only gonna get better.
I'm with Allison at her family cabin.
I can't keep quiet about this. I have to call the police. Can you live with that?
You never know who you'll bump into on All My Children. Coming up next, followed by One Life to Live in General Hospital. SoapNet, pure soap 24/7.